My mother, Eglantine Bowman, she's a musician here in the county, and she started playing at churches when I was only 3 months old. My name is Quinland Bowman, Sr. A native of Roxborough in Preston County all my life. And I'm living right where I'm living for all my life. Next door to my house is a house my father built for his wife and children along with me in 1943. And now my son has remodeled the house, and he lives there with his 3 children, my 3 grandchildren. And they're just like my children because they're back and forth over here, just like they're at home. And I want them to feel that way and be that way, because sometimes we don't know when I'll need them desperately, and I know they will be there. But not only that, I have 4 children. Emerson, which is the oldest, and Lisa is my oldest daughter, Paula Lunsford. Both Lisa and Paula are first cousins, which are Lunsfords. And my youngest son, Quint, lived next door to me. And each one of my children has 3 children. And so that makes me have 12 grandchildren. And we celebrate all our birthdays, and everywhere. Wherever they are, we go and celebrate the birthdays together and have just a joyful time with each other. And we keep in touch all the time, wherever we are. And I remember Prospect Hill Baptist Church, which is about a couple of miles from where I live. My 2 sons remember Prospect also, and their families. And Gerald and Lisa, my son-in-law and daughter, they're affiliate. He's a deacon at Union Grove Baptist Church. And Paula, my youngest daughter, which her husband Wayne, they were in the military, and he retired 5 years ago as a colonel in the Air Force. And they attend Jones Chapel Baptist Church. So we all right here together. We see each other often and rejoice and have a wonderful time with each other. And they feel the same way about Paulette and myself, which Paulette Bowman is my wife. And we just have a wonderful time all the time with each other. I met my wife in the 7th grade. And we talked back then real close. And right now, we've been married 57 years. And it's God who has brought us and kept us together through all the years with love for one another, caring for one another. And it's been awesome, it really has. And I wish more people, young people, would do the same thing in this day and time, because it's not all about me. It's about us, one another, caring for one another, helping one another along the way. My mother was Harris. There's a lot of Harrises in Roxborough. Most of them passed away. My mother's mother was Emma Harris, but Emma Farley. She married Farley, and he was from Greensboro area, Ed Farley. Of course, my father, Beeman Bowman, which is my father, and I had 2 brothers, Edward Bowman. He sang real good too, and Beeman Bowman. They're my brothers. They passed on. Edward passed in 1982, and Beeman passed in 1996. My brother is Beeman Jr. My mother, Eglantine Bowman, she played for churches until she passed away in 1996. And she was just awesome. That was her life, playing for musician for churches. And really everybody, and they still talk about what a great musician she was. Uh, Wherever she went, she put everything into it. And the choirs, and they just loved her tremendously. And she played piano for 4 different churches at the same time, because back then each church had one service a month. And every Sunday she had different churches. She played Jones Chapel first when I was real young. And one of the latest husband was in the choir, and his wife babysitted me while she practiced at the church. And she also played at Lawson Chapel Baptist Church, and they, of course, for right now I'm guessing about 15 years there. And she also played at Elijah Grove Baptist Church, and she's about 17 years there, I believe. And of course, all the members except 1 or 2 has passed on from each one of these churches. Well, one of the one that was in I'm talking right now, but Lawson Chapel, me, of course. Carlisle Winstead. He's passed away, but his wife lives in Roxborough now, and he was just inspiring to when she come and play that piano, and also from Jones Chapel. All of the members of the deceased that were there when she was there, Brisbane Umstead and Ernestine Talley, which is well known until she passed away several years ago, and her legend still on too, Sister Ernestine Talley, and Avi Lester. I don't know whether you know him or not, but he was in the choir at Elijah Grove at that time. And he was one of our leaders in the choir, and he's still living, doing well, and he used to lead a lot of songs in that choir, and he admired her in her singing and playing at Elijah Grove, and she played at Dunson Grove, which is in Virginia. She played at Dunson Grove for about 20 years, and she played at Prospect, our church, for about 22 years. And all the time, the last years, I was taking her to all these churches because she never drove. And I was taking her to the last one. Before that, my brother was here, and he took her to all these churches and choir anniversaries and all that stuff. But she was there always, on time, ready to go, as eager as she want to be. And it's a joy. It's a tremendous joy to think about what she did to the county and to the city of Roxborough, Person County. And right now, I run across people that my children's age remember what a musician she was and how she enjoyed making people feel good and happy in the church. And that made me feel good, and still do. And right now, I do have her on 8-track, which nobody have anymore. So her singing and playing the piano at family reunions and whatever. As I said before, she died in 1996. And just until she died, she would play the piano, but she couldn't remember the words to the song. So I could start off the song, "Can't nobody do me like Jesus," and she would pick it right up and start playing that song and singing it too, because she had a little dementia before she passed. But she was an awesome lady, she really was. And I just think if I have a picture in my house, several places, and every time I look at that picture, I think about what she stood for and how she applied herself to being what she was to the church and to the county and to Roxborough. And it relieves me, it gives me happy and joy to know that she was like that. The only thing that she didn't do is teach me how to play a piano. And her excuse was I was left-handed. But I thought you played the piano with both hands. That's what I told her. But she would laugh it off, But she comes from musical background family. Her brother played piano, but he didn't play gospel music. He played jazz and rock music and stuff like that. And they would get together sometime and be playing some kind of different music. And they would cover the piano up with a sheet. And both of them be playing the song, playing at the same time. That's how talented they were. And her mother was a music teacher. And her mother's brothers and sisters all played musical instruments. And that was a long time ago. But still, a lot of people still living remember what they used to do. And right now, as we go to church, lots of times, especially anniversary, church anniversaries, she be highlighted. Ms. Bowman, our musician, our pianist, at all the churches that she played at. And it's just a relief to know that somebody still cares and somebody got to keep on with that legend that she had to help people, to put them in a mode of happiness. Because right today, there's so many things that are happening in this world and county and state that are not pleasing to God. But when they talk about my mother and how she did, what she did, it's uplifting. Give me joy, give me happiness to know that she did what she did. And I'll continue to remember her in my prayers, in my thoughts, and in my deeds, to know that she was an outstanding musical teacher and the choir leader for actually about 25 years. She did that. And my family's kind of short right now. In fact, I'm the only one living, of course, in the family. And her brother again lived in Richmond. He used to play the piano. And he passed away about 40 years ago. So it just left now with me and to carry on the legend of being in the church. I'm a deacon at Prospect Hill Baptist Church. And been a deacon for 25 years now. And I really rejoice at what she taught me and how she used to take time to share information with me in life, this journey in life. And I carried on that legend to right now. Think about how she was so good and so caring. And that's my family. And I try to keep a legend on up with my children's and my grandchildren's family, and to let them know who their great-grandmother was.